I think. Listen, pardon me.
Day 18 in the Big Brother house, 8:55 a.m. Later today, the housemates will be asked to nominate each other for eviction for the second time. Stuart is the first person up. (10:19 a.m). The rest of the housemates get up. Brian has spent his second night in the girls' bedroom.
This is Big Brother. Your shopping has been delivered and the storeroom is now open.
Woo! We can have a cup of tea. Navinda's ready to get a tea bag.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tea bags.
Cup of tea.
Right, now's Mike. Dude, check it out. Look at that.
Excellent.
That's good, that is. Yeah, what do you have to guess what these are then?
Cider.
Oh yeah, great. How are we going to know what they are?
Having passed last week's task, the group had £112 to spend on shopping. They've chosen to buy mostly economy brand products.
Oh, guys, chocolate.
It's like a free one.
Ping pong balls, guys.
That's great. Brilliant. That looks wicked, isn't it?
Oh, look at all the cheese. Josh is probably thinking, this doesn't look so great, but in 3 weeks it will.
Well, you can tell they're economy, but
They're going to taste good. That's my guess.
Do you want cornflakes, Josh?
Fantastic.
actually I wish I was having porridge now. Ugh. They're awful.
They may be awful, but they're damn sight better than porridge.
They're not.
They are for me, God.
Cornflakes are awful. I'm taking to porridge next time. They're economy, and they really are economy as well. Ugh.
With no washing machine in the house, Narinda helps Josh to hand wash his clothes.
Just have to throw yourself in, Josh.
You wouldn't have, and the girls
Get in the
like
middle.
it, so. I don't know about the guys, but the girls love it.
So I'm moving into yours next week, am I?
Well, it depends, it gets chucked out.
Oh, I tell you what, I just said that to the lads out there. I said I'm so glad they give me a week's grace.
Really, it's
'Cause I got-
awful, isn't
Wait,
it?
for me, I don't even know anyone. I couldn't choose.
I've got competition in the house. I've been out here since 7 o'clock this morning.
Okay, my top's coming on.
Way!
Even we had to all choose after a week as well, and honestly,
Oh, do you? Of
everyone was
course.
in a state. I think everyone's more relaxed this week, but the week before it was just, honestly, we were like pulling our hair out.
Right.
A lot of people were, but I think some people definitely had right. But it is hard. It's very
awful,
hard. And I thought it would be easy. I thought the first one's bound to be hard.
Well, the thing is, you'd think it's because you're so nice. Usually, amongst 10 people, there's going to be 2 people characteristics you might not get on with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah, absolutely.
Thankful Josh is staying inside. I told him it's freezing out here.
I mean, I'm not going to be dishonest. There is certain people who
Yeah.
I do get irritated
Yeah,
by.
yeah.
But that's just the way it is.
You
But
can't-
most of the people are great, and it's
Yeah.
just hard.
This really is hard.
Question for Brian. Brian, what is the worst turbulence you've had in a plane, and how do you define shit yourself bad?
I hate
Because
turbulence.
I've had shit yourself bad that I would consider it, but the air hostess was like, nah, this is
ever.
bad, and I was shitting myself.
When it was so bad, we had to empty all the hot water and all tea and coffee out into the carpets, put our trolleys away, and when we were coming in, I was sitting up, I was a forward, and I was up here and the passengers were down here.
Oh,
I was just like, right, time to go and get my shorts on.
that's why I came in here. The stories I knew Paul was getting into one.
He's so funny. You know, I haven't really noticed that, but you know, was it Brian that said it last night? Like, if you've nearly died while jumping off a cliff, then Paul has done it better.
I climbed out from the back one, ran across the roof of this double-decker, and everyone on the street's going for hell, and I'm just like, don't know what I'm doing. So I ran across the top, and I basically came down the front sunroof. That was pretty nuts.
We've probably all had them, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I was just like walking one day, and you know, I suppose nearly fell off a cliff, but you know, these things happen. You know, you're just like, yeah. And the guys are like, right, well, it was amazing. I was going 135 down the dual carriageway.
With each other.
And it's like, who's got the best story? And we're just like...
You just rolled down a 30-foot bank straight into the traffic. So that wasn't fun.
He'd be going on and on all day.
Do you think it's because Josh is here and he's trying to, like...
They've just Stuart and Paul have become... It's weird.
So I walked out, saw the car, walked straight up to it, stuck the key in the door, opened it up, got into the driver's seat, stuck the key in the ignition, turned it over, backed out, started driving down the road. Looked down into the passenger well, and there's this big bottle of moisturising lotion. That is not my moisturising lotion. Looked around the car, all the interior is completely different. I fucking drove someone else's car out the car park and down the road. Right? No word of a lie.
For this week's task, the housemates must memorise personal information about each other. Each day, Big Brother sets them 5 questions. They'll be tested on Wednesday.
Being murdered. What's the next one?
Biggest fear.
What is your biggest fear?
Being murdered.
Being murdered.
My reality is a dream.
What?
My biggest fear is that my reality is somebody else's dream, and when they wake up, I'll just disappear. So I put my reality as a dream.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Not being able to protect my family.
That's cool.
Violence.
Never finding love.
Being alone.
Being alone.
Insanity.
Insanity, I'll never remember that one.
You will, look.
What's insanity mean?
It will, yeah.
Going mad, darling.
That's what he's doing.
Big Brother calls Josh into the diary room.
Every day is getting easier for me to sort of gel with everybody. Just good, it's really good, it's really fun. Nothing too strenuous, nothing too stressful at the moment. So I'm lucky, I'm still full of energy and lots of enthusiasm.
How do you feel you're settling in?
Very calming voice there. Am I settling a lot better than I thought I would? The first day I was a bit worried. I was actually very worried and thought it was going to be so very, very, very difficult. But I've just been myself, gone about being myself, and just tried to sort of gel in as easy as possible and just ease myself in slowly with everybody. So it's not bad. It's better than I thought it would be.
Danny comes back.
It's waiting for the water.
You can do it because you get into a rhythm.
Go.
Do what you got.
Vitamins, my vitamins back, and my hay fever tablets.
Are there any drugs in?
Finally.
Vitamin E. Yeah. Great for skin, hair.
Yeah.
Beta carotene.
Yeah, fantastic,
Beta carotene for sunbathing. Sometimes.
That's for suntan.
You've been cheating. He's cheated.
Sometimes. And that one's.
He's not brown at all. He's just got carrot juice in his skin.
Could you please give the name of your first nomination?
Difficult though, isn't it?
4:29 p.m. The housemates wait to make their second round of nominations.
Yes.
It's been over 2 hours, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they like to do this bit to you.
Yeah.
I was on bar 2 downstairs. I'm on it with Michelle, blah, blah. And then I go for my break at like 9:30 because they do it early.
This is Big Brother. The nominations will be
Don't like her
taking
voice.
place in 5 minutes' time.
Sexy, that
Would
is.
everyone please
No,
gather
it's not.
on the sofas?
It's the second time the housemates have had to nominate each other for eviction. As a new housemate,
not ready in your
Josh
mind?
is excluded from the process this week.
Used to it. I'm tough
Would
on that.
Anna please come to the diary room?
Good luck, everyone.
I'm tough on that.
Yeah.
The public.
Here we go. But I think then someone we're going to find out.
This kind of airport. She's
too calm, I think.
It's green, Emma.
Hello, Big Brother. Hello, Emma. Could you please give the name of your first nomination?
My first nomination is Paul. I think Paul's a lovely bloke, but some of the things he does tends to annoy me, and he brings out the worst. He brings out my worst points. My second nomination is Stuart. He's very competitive and he's got a bit of a smug streak.
Well confident.
I've shot myself. I'm afraid of turkeys. I'm afraid of hens.
Alice quit. He's never had an Indian until he... And once you come back, you go pack your bags.
I'm nominating Stuart this week because I think he's changed a little bit. Now I've noticed different characteristics, and I think he's a little bit more competitive than the rest of us, and it might cause a few arguments down the line. My second nomination this week is for Helen. I think at times she requires a lot of reassuring concerning tasks or daily things.
All tomatoes.
4 tins of things.
Sorry, I had to.
That's all right, love. Love you. It's a lot.
Bubble, could you please give the name of your first nomination?
Paul. I do not get on as well with Paul as I do with other people in the house.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination?
Helen. I think in the long run she could lose a task, and I don't know why, because she certainly is capable of it, but she just doesn't believe it.
Helen, Paul and Stuart each have 2 votes. Dean comes to the diary room.
Narinda remains the person I get on least well with in the house. My second nomination is Paul. I've got a sort of list of people standing in a line who I get on with best and who I get on with least, and Paul is the next in line.
Paul now has 4 votes, Stuart has 3, Helen has 2 and Narinda has 1.
Could you please give the name of your first nomination?
Paul, I'm not really on the same wavelength as him, and he also spits a lot, which I don't really like. And Stuart, he's got this quite aggressive, competitive edge to him, which sometimes spills over and it's not really a joke.
I've been in the chicken pen. You got your feet covered.
I was playing basketball with Cash.
It's probably my nose is touching my arm.
Please.
Oh, that's you, and had me going, and I was like, biscuit.
Naming my first nomination is Narinda. I don't think I gel as well as with her as I do with Amber and Elizabeth. I'm nominating Bubble because there is a few points about Bubble, like when he gets in a bad mood and shouts, and that he says he's only joking, but it does scare me in quite a way, and I don't think he is joking.
Would Narinda please come to the diary room?
Has I got no makeup on today?
He'll be after you, Nick. He'll be after...
Yeah.
No,
No.
I have nominated Stuart and Helen. Decided to give her the benefit of the doubt and really made an effort, and she just threw it all back in my face on Saturday with the wild accusations, and it really hurt me. I really feel like getting rid of a few of the boring blokes in here. So I'm starting off with Stuart. His main focus is getting a tan.
Stuart and Paul have each received 4 nominations, so they will both face the public vote this week. Their votes will now decide if anyone else will join them.
I'm nominating Emma. She seems to think she knows a lot more than she does about some topics, even if someone knows that they do know. Second nomination is Bubble. I feel that, as I say, if I was to progress further, I think he could end up annoying me.
She would.
Yeah. I'll be doing that as well. I'll be going
nuts.
She'd make you feel uncomfortable in a sense. I was like, oh, Penny, you don't, because I felt like, oh.
Stuart, could you please give the name of your first nomination?
Emma. I think that she's not actually now participating for the group activities, and I think that she's also not pulling her weight in the house.
Could you give the name of your second nomination?
Narinda. One of the challenges, let somebody else take the blame for the failure, and I'm displeased by that.
This week, 2 people are up for eviction, Paul and Stuart. 3 people, Elizabeth, Dean and Brian, received no nominations.
Welcome.
Big Brother will reveal who has been nominated later this week.
Later this week? Jesus Christ, you beggars!
5:33 p.m. Dean and Elizabeth are in the garden, practicing Tai Chi.
Babe, does your mum bake a lot at home?
No, she's just done now.
Pardon?
She divorced my dad, she don't bother.
Up around the ball. I'm shifting my weight back. I'm finishing like that. Yeah?
Okay.
Same again then. Up, round. Start to shift backwards. And foot up.
Oh, shit. How about use that?
He's just boring.
He's
Sometimes
Push the
boring,
bottom.
it's okay.
Oh,
Sometimes
I don't know.
annoying is so annoying it makes me sick.
Yeah,
that's
I'm going to ask Elizabeth if we can use that.
Okay, but at the same time, you know, I've a lot of time for nothing.
Anyway, what's the next one?
I don't know. I think that's
We could just do that a few times.
monkey stance. Yeah.
These two half circles should be about the size of a football.
Oh, right, that is
With the
nice.
left, yes, that's right.
Sorry to interrupt
darling.
again.
It's all right.
We ran out of bacon trays. If we grease this up, can we put biscuits in that? No.
Yeah, that's an oven-proof dish.
Yeah?
Be all right, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
It's really funny. I seem to have become the source of all knowledge of kitchen equipment, and
Good.
I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine.
And people have said to me a couple of times, what should we do for dinner? And I'm like...
Yeah, I'm like, well, what do you want to do? It's like lunch today. Like, I came in and someone said to me, what are we having for lunch? And I was like, I don't know, what are we having for lunch? Do you know what I mean?
And the funny thing is you find yourself answering.
Yeah, and I'm...
Don't you?
Yeah.
Because when Bubble said to me a few times, you know, when can we start playing tricks on Josh?
I'm just like,
on Dad?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 days.
Yeah, he's got 2 days
And then
left.
Brian said to me, he said, Bubble and Bubble went no, he said he can't do it till
Yeah.
4 days. I was like,
And it's
okay.
like Elizabeth says you can't use that dish in there, and I'm like, do what you want.
I know, it's funny, isn't it? It's funny, I suppose, how people need
Yeah.
someone
a bit
to
of guidance, the responsibility. I think it's a responsibility thing though as well. Maybe. I don't know what it is actually.
The housemates have bought 30 litres of cider out of this week's shopping budget. Brian and Helen have had 8 glasses each.
In one.
I think we should all go. Come on, Josh, who would you sleep with in the big for the house? Man and woman.
In this house.
You all had to answer this? Man and woman.
You all had to answer this?
Both, yeah, we all had to answer it. Come on.
Oh, absolutely. As if you have, you all had
We
to.
have, honestly.
Straight up, you don't believe you can watch it when you get out.
Arguments, trust me.
Yeah.
Right, who would you sleep with? Who would you sleep with? Just pick one.
No, it
I mean,
doesn't.
I picked Stuart. I mean, I would never sleep with him, but I picked him because he was a safe bet. He was married and I wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean?
I have had how many? 6, 7, 8,
8, 9, 10.
There's no more. I'm going to bed.
8. No, you're not.
Josh, you get away
Okay.
from Josh, get away from the subject. Pick
I'm very drunk.
either male or female you sleep with. Because you have slept with girls.
I pick Emma.
Or
Interesting.
tinfoil queen. Now I know I'm very drunk. Why? Because I'm acting really foolish.
I feel because your eyes are so red.
Okay.
I find them so much more attractive.
That's okay, Elizabeth. Yeah. But on that note,
He's got a really ruddy complexion as
He's
well.
like,
Just stuck the glasses.
see, Josh, you can sit there and laugh.
Wound
But
down.
I'm just saying that I've never drank cider before in my life, and I am just 22, and I keep using my age as an excuse.
but 22 is
Use
quite
it,
old,
use it.
really.
It is.
Really.
Can I take this for a second? Just for a second.
No, you're
I'm not going to.
too slow.
Okay, take it.
Yeah, take mine, Brian. Will they let us both in? I don't think
Yeah,
they will
of
let
course
us
they will. Of
both
course they
in.
will. Give me your glass.
We want them all out the house,
Yeah,
don't we?
we do. Hi. Yeah, I feel very drunk, and
Well, he had 8 and everyone else has 5, so...
yeah, I've had about 8 drinks so far, and I feel a little bit drunk.
But did you feel you needed to?
Yeah, I felt I needed to
Why?
because I felt there was a lot of maybe tension or.
With who?
I'm not going to mention names, but I just felt a bit. I felt like I needed to get drunk to unwind.
Do you think everyone needed to get drunk?
I think
just you as usual.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of tension. I think people need
Do you
to
think there
unwind
is?
and relax.
Did you see Stuart drinking water in between?
Why is he drinking water? I came in here on the impression, but in the kind of job that I do, I like to tell people, you know, to their face if they're bothering me. But I feel in this kind of atmosphere, it's kind of hard to tell people face to face what you think of them.
Amma and Helen